Is it hat forward? Hat backwards? Which is less douchey. Quick video today, guys. It is October 22, Tuesday, and I'm trying to get this video out today so I don't miss an upload. Just got back from the Austin Mastermind of last week. I wanted to come on today and just kind of do a debrief about the Austin Mastermind. That's the first time I've ever been a part of a mastermind, both attending and teaching. We got to get this desk adjusted. Rise. I need the light on. There's a lot of light in here. Okay, yeah, a little key light to help. Okay, so the Austin Mastermind, I'm going to give you a brief breakdown. So it was Creator U students, I would say, I guess. They paid to attend this mastermind. The promise was that we're going to build your product in 2 days. We had about 13 people, I think. It was 13 people, 13 products, 13 sales pages. We did 13 VSLs over the course of 2 days. The first day was about mostly building your product, understanding how to build your creator funnel. And then the second day was making all the content, talking about content itself, like videos. And then I helped record the VSLs for everyone. So we sat them down in the studio and we kind of just one by one sat them down, they read their script and did a VSL, and we turned them out and did the next person. We did 13 of those. We recorded the whole thing, so I was also like setting it all up. You're like your crew, you're attending, you're hosting, you're catering, you're doing meet and greet, and then at the same time you're teaching and trying to like give people as much value as possible. And I came away with 3 lessons from this whole experience. Having worked with people, I've done coaching, but you do coaching online, you do coaching via Zoom call. Never had the chance to really like do coaching, talking with somebody face to face, going through the problems. The first thing I wrote down, the first lesson is don't write people off. And not to say that I was writing people off, but it's very easy when you first meet someone and you kind of go through the motions or learn about what they are, what they're about, learn about what product they want to build. It's very easy for a coach out there, if you're watching this, to be like, yeah, okay, this person isn't going to go anywhere, or this person, you just kind of write them off. They're like, okay, this person can't even open their email, so how are they going to be able to do this? And pause right there. If you're a coach watching this, just pause. Don't be quick to judge. Don't be quick to write someone off. Everyone has potential. Every single person has the absolute potential, the will, the desire to get it done. We're all capable of doing it. So don't write anybody off just because they seemed a little quiet or a little timid or a little shy, or like, okay, this person's never going to make it. They can't even record a video. Absolutely not. Because these people, think of it day one. Think about where you were day one, and I think about where these people are going to be in a year from now, and how far along they're going to be, and how just absolute pros these people are going to become. So don't write people off. That's the first lesson. The next lesson was kind of tough. This was a tough one to see firsthand, and this is something that I have always thought about in my own business and thought about with my own content here. Is lesson number 2 is you don't know. I'll say it right there. I wrote it down. This is case in point. You don't know what you don't articulate. Everyone here that came to that mastermind was an expert in their field. They had they knew some little corner of the information world, and they were masters of it. They absolutely knew it by heart, knew it down, but those that could not articulate it, I started to kind of catch on that people they are such experts, they are such pros at this, that maybe this is the first time they've ever actually said this out loud, or maybe this is the first time they've ever written something down like this, or made a video like this, or it's all in their head, they all kind of learn, and it's all our mental and memory and experiences. But when you actually put it down on the page, when you actually put it down into a video, or write it, or put it in an ebook, whatever it may be, that's when it becomes real. That's when you are truly distilling down your expertise and articulating it into something concrete. And if you don't have practice with that, if you don't practice getting in front of the camera like this every day, or writing, or sending an email every day, or posting something every single day, talking about the problem, talking about your expertise, then you aren't really that expert yet, because it's all just vapor. It's all just in your head. Like, you can say you're an expert and you have years of experience, but if you can't teach someone, or if you can't talk to someone who is say a year or 2 behind you on your path, and you can't articulate that, then you're not quite the expert you say you are. So a great expert or a great teacher is someone that can articulate that. That's what I found out. And that's why I do these videos every single day, because I want to become as articulate as possible with my ideas, with my problems, that if I talk about these problems enough, if I talk about what you guys are going through with your startups, that it's going to just make it concrete every single day. So you don't know what you don't articulate. The third lesson is listen, don't jump in. Now, as a coach, this is aimed at coaches, and a great book, go look up The Coaching Habit by Michael Bungay Steiner or something. It's like a blue and yellow book, the coaching book. Or it's on this YouTube channel. Search way back in the archives. I did a whole video about The Coaching Habit. But that book talks a lot about ask another question. Ask one more question. When you think that you're listening to a coach or a student, and you're the coach, and you're hearing them, and they're talking about their problems, you're like so ready to just let me stop you there and just answer their question as soon as possible. But a great coach will sit there, pause, and let themselves feel that tension and friction, and let the entire problem play itself out before they jump in. To want to jump in as soon as possible, and I was doing this over the weekend, I could tell in some cases, that to jump in as soon as possible it's a little, you kind of lack coaching maturity, I'd say. So I'll admit that I kind of lack a little coaching maturity. Like I'm more, I want to jump in and like, just let me answer the question as soon as possible. So if you could kind of sit back, ask another question, and then they tell you about this, and then you ask another question, and then when it feels so painful that you just have to give them the answer, ask another question. So listen, don't jump in. Don't be so quick. You don't have anything to prove. They're already here. They already know you're the coach. They already know you're the expert. You don't have to puff up your chest. Just ask another question. Because sometimes asking those questions will let them come to their own conclusion. Will let them find the answer. If you just keep asking questions. I know it's a little bit more like Zen Buddhist monk, and you're like, okay, dude, whatever, I don't care. Just give me the answer. But sometimes just telling somebody the answer or giving them the answer is either just going to go over their head, or they hear it, they memorize it, and they just don't understand why they're doing it. They just have the answer now. They're just like looking in the back of the book, of the math textbook, and be like, yep, that's the answer. But you don't really know why that is the answer, or why or how you got to that answer. So listen, don't jump in. Okay, so that's a review from the Austin Mastermind this week. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.